Silver Curlies and future Silver Curlies. This is Zelda and you're watching Silver Curls Zelda. If this is your first time with the channel, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and to click the bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. I want to encourage, inspire, and empower you to care for your silver curls, or maybe not so curly strands. Today's video is on my transition to Grayson. Grayson is the name of my silver curly strands. I named her early so I could speak positive to her and to myself as well. Yep, it works. Today's video is on my transition to Grayson. I moved my camera over a little bit so that I will be putting up pictures over here on this side of my transition from colored hair to what you see now. And I'm just going to talk about how I felt as I was going through my transition. I chose to stop coloring and actually stop relaxing my hair because I noticed my texture of my hair was getting thinner, my strands were weaker, and I was coloring my hair every 2 weeks. This was me, once a month. Gotta get in here early, that way nobody sees me. Yep, this was me every single month. I even noticed on one picture that I might put in here, I had just colored my hair and then the next day I see gray strands on my edges. So I was tired of doing that, and I can say now it's been 8 years. I did say in the video it was 6 years. It's actually been 8 years. 2014 is when I stopped coloring my hair. And it was, now I am very confident in what you see here. But when I was going through my transition, I was not confident at all with Grayson. Grayson was coming in full force and I was not sure what to do. Grayson is what I named my silver mane. And Grayson is a blessing to me now, but when she first started coming in, let me tell you, I have to actually go to some of my comments that I wrote down because people are ignorant. They lack knowledge about a topic, and then they will say whatever comes out of their mouth. Girl, why you letting your hair go gray? Girl, why you letting yourself go like that? I don't like your gray. Did I ask you? No, I didn't. Oh, that's not a good look on you. What's your husband think? Really? Really? Ooh, he's not gonna like that. I'm going to Walmart. Do you want me to pick you up some hair dye? You know, that was a comment from a so-called friend. Actually, it was a comment from a friend. I won't say who, because that's okay. Is that gray? Is that gray? You sure you wanna go gray? Men don't find gray attractive. Hey grandma. I'm a grandma now, so if you say hey grandma to me, I'm very proud to answer to that. Okay, did any of these comments benefit me? No. Did they discourage me? It really depended on when the comment was said and where I was at mentally, because some of these comments did hurt. They made me almost go back to Walmart and get some hair dye to color my hair, but I did not. I continued on. My husband encouraged me and told me how beautiful I looked, and I did everything that I could to try to hide the grays, the silver strands that were coming in. It was coming in white or silver, and it was coming in curly, and I didn't know how to handle either one of those. So I had to go to my best friend YouTube and look to see what other people were doing. Now I would see the younger generation, talking about what they do with their hair, their natural hair, and that did help some, but it did not help me with my silver strands, because if anyone who is gray or graying or in one of those two categories, the silver strands are different. They come in coarser. Mine are coarser. These silver strands are coarser, they're unruly, and they have a mind of their own. Trying to keep them moisturized was a struggle for me. And just learning the whole process. I didn't understand a lot of what to do, but I did the best that I could. And this is why I like where I'm going with this channel, because I did not buy a bunch of high-end products. I went to Walmart. I went to, when Kmart was out, Kmart had a decent selection of products. I also would, and Amazon. People are pretty familiar with Amazon. They can buy things off of there. And I would see something that I would want to try that maybe Walmart didn't have, and I would go and purchase it through Amazon. And plus, Amazon, if you don't like something, you can send it back. You can do that with Walmart too. But once I made the decision to continue on in my journey, I had to do a lot of self-talk, because where I was at, I was very self-conscious about my size and my hair, my gray hair. And then before I even stopped coloring, I cut off all my hair. And you'll see some pictures if I haven't showed that yet. I cut off all my hair, so I couldn't hide. I used to do this and hide behind my hair, and when I cut it all off, I couldn't do that anymore. So I had to talk to myself. I encouraged myself, and for me as a Christian, I got in my word. I went to God. Lord, I feel like some of the comments that were said to me, and I read who I was in Him. And I also told myself, you are beautiful. You look beautiful with your gray hair. Your gray hair does not define who you are. It just makes you look more beautiful. And my husband told me that too, and that always helps. But he always tells me I'm beautiful, so that's a good thing. I had to make that decision to speak to myself and tell myself that I could get through this. And as I let the gray come in slowly, I started trimming off. And then finally I got to the point where it was completely silver or salt and pepper. And I was still trying to learn how to take care of my hair. I used rollers. I used, what do you call those? I can't think of the foam rollers. Not the foam, but I can't think of what they're called. You know what I'm talking about. You twist them up in your hair and bend them. I used that to curl my hair when it was shorter. But then it got longer and longer and longer, and now I'm at waist length hair, even though it doesn't look like it right now. When it's stretched, my hair is pretty long. But I tend to do wash and goes. I'm going to venture out again with twist outs, but for right now, that's just easiest for me. Back on topic, as you're transitioning and you decide that this is what you want to do, surround yourself with people who will encourage you. Don't listen to the negative talk. You have to talk to yourself sometimes and say, this is what I want to do, and don't be discouraged. So are you ready to save some money and not spend it all on hair dye? Are you ready to save some time that it takes to do the coloring? Because I did henna and indigo, and that was an all-day process. Now, natural hair. You have natural hair. You know, it does take a little bit of time to care for it, but it is definitely worth it, and it is worth not putting hair dyes and chemicals in my hair to having what I have now. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it's inspired you to take the step to transition, or even if you're thinking about it, place your questions and your comments in the box below, and I would love to know where you are in your silver hair journey. If you've already transitioned to gray, if you're thinking about transitioning, or even if you're not thinking about it, share why. I would love to know why. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please go ahead and do so, because I would greatly appreciate your subscription. And if you have not hit the like button, if you've heard anything that you've liked, please hit the like button. It does help support me in this channel, and I will see you on the next upload. And until then, let your silvers shine. Bye.